Hi, I'm SimmerRue and welcome to my channel. So in today's video we are here in Dowsel Valley, which is honestly like one of my favorite worlds. But it's also one of the most disappointing worlds. I just love the surrounding area of Dowsel Valley. It just feels so diverse. You can basically build anything and everything that you want, even though I do tend to just build like very old-fashioned homes here, like homes from between the 70s and the 90s, and that is exactly what we are doing today. We are building a 70s inspired home that is very much also inspired by WandaVision. So yeah, with that being said, let's jump into this video. So I start this build off really weird and kind of in an unconventional way for me to build. So I start with these three squares. Now I know that the one is going to be my living area, and then it's dining and kitchen. So this house is very, very loosely inspired by WandaVision. This is their 70s sitcom home. Well, the interior. The exteriors don't really match at all. So I didn't follow an exterior plan like at all. So what got me really into this home were these platformed planters that was in the house, and I just thought that was absolutely amazing as my partner and I were busy watching WandaVision, because we are doing like a Marvel I don't know, like rerun. You have to do that every now and then. I just absolutely love Marvel. I am obsessed. So yeah, it was right about that time, so we had to do a rewatch. But anyway, so I really struggled when it came to the rest of the house. I didn't really know where I wanted to go on the downstairs. So then I thought, okay, you know what, let's go upstairs, let's try and figure out the layout there, then we can go back downstairs and just kind of complete it. So that's what I did. I went with 2 bedrooms, we have 2 closets, the bedrooms do become a little bit smaller later on, and then I really wanted this beautiful, massive, open space. Now, above the door, there's supposed to be like these beautiful glass windows, and I do put that in, but it's not really the style that I wanted. So here you can see I'm kind of now playing around, I'm putting everything in. I decided to rotate the home because it made more sense facing this way, and I am so proud with how this exterior of this home came out. I just love this house. I would love to live in this home. The amount of renovations, like, it's just, it honestly excites me just to think what this house could look like if it was made a little bit more, like, more modern. I don't know. I might actually go and renovate this. Not now, but later in life. I think I'm going to renovate this building, kind of see how I can make it like more modern, the way that I would want it if I had to live in it. So yeah, we're going in with our front door. I wanted these beautiful like steps that went up, and to get windows, I like literally sat here for 20 minutes trying to decide, okay, what windows are we gonna do? So now we're going upstairs, and then I placed these 2 large windows, and I was just like, I'm not going to do this. It's gonna look like eyes, like 2 eyes, and I don't want that. So I put a smaller window in where the toilet is, and then a large window where the bathroom is, because it might be a little bit weird, but yeah, the bathroom is facing towards the street. At least it's on the upper floor, so I don't really mind. Yeah, I'm also just adding that little roof detail. We had to go in and bring all the eaves in because of the roof glitch. It's still in the game. It's been like 8 years, but actually more, I think it's like 9. Yeah, it's close to that. So now I'm going in with some gutters. I also painted the roof this beautiful bronze color. Now this is the only glass window that I could find. Initially, I would have loved to have just some color square blocks, like different squares. I think that would have been really cool. It also would have fitted more in with the style, but we can just imagine that these people, when they built this home, they wanted to be a little bit more extreme. So they went with some really extravagant glass stained windows. Now, I went back and I changed all the window panes back to white. Initially, I wanted to make it white, then I made it green, and then I went back to white just because it was really difficult to match once it was green. And I really wanted to use those massive big windows at the back. I just think it looks really beautiful and it adds a lot to the home. Now, these 3 windows that I placed, they're more just for aesthetics and maybe just for some extra light, but there are no rooms where 2 of those windows actually are placed. So now we're going inside. I'm placing these beautiful ferns. They just amazing and they absolutely work. This was exactly what I wanted and it made me really happy. So I start off with that. That is the basis. Then I go in and I just add some brick, just kind of so that I can know, okay, this area here is kind of blocked off. I really wanted to bring in the stone as well. So we have 4 different textures in this home. And they surprisingly work really well together. At first I wanted to go with this brick, but it was just a little bit too busy. So I go in with this like terracotta tile. And then where the living area is, I place some like a lovely fluffy couch. This was really frustrating, this floor glitch. It kept on jumping to the platform, and I know that was coming, so eventually I'm just gonna leave it until the end, and then I just actually dropped the platform once I was finished with everything, because I was just, you know what, this is just irritating. I dropped the platform and I just raised the plants up, and I added some extra little greenery kind of to make it work, but I will show that to you at the end. So this is the kitchen, and then we have a archway that goes into a sculler, and then another archway that goes into our laundry area. Now, I use custom content, but only for the fireplace. So if you want to download this house is already on the gallery, and you don't have this custom content. This is from Kiwi Sims, so yeah, you can just easily replace it with a normal fireplace. Just extend that little brick pillar that I put there and just add a fireplace in front of it. It can still work and it will still be beautiful. I just really, really wanted to use this fireplace. I tried everything and nothing really vibed with me except this. Because I knew that this was in the game, I just couldn't get my mind away from it. So yeah, that's the only piece of custom content. So don't worry, this isn't a CC build. Now I go ahead and I just extend this fireplace. It has some little extensions that you can stack all the way up, but there was a little bit of a glitch. I think it had something to do with the platform because it kept on pushing it all the way up. Eventually it stopped. I don't really know what happened, but something made it glitch. But it's okay. We survived. We survived. And this is where I decided, you know what, I want a bar. There's a lot of space. I feel like these types of homes usually had a bar. I don't know. This house kind of reminds me of my aunt's house. Even though her home wasn't really a double story. This just gave me vibes of one of my aunts. So, and they had a bar. Not in their kitchen and like dining area. It was like a completely separate room. But yeah. Basically, I just wanted a bar, okay? So I added the bar. We go ahead and we just add some extra plants. We add some foliage. We put a calendar down. I wanted to put this pin board there, but I remove it and I replace it, yeah, with this. It's like this board from parenting where you can set a curfew and things like that. If you have high school years, it's kind of, I don't know, a little bit glitchy, but it's fine. It's still there. You can still use it. I still love parenthood. I just really wish that, I don't know, I really hope that growing together works well with it. That they really like implement it really well with high school years and with parenthood. But we will see. It's almost time. Who is excited? I'm actually really excited. I cannot wait for babies. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to actually play with The Sims again. I've been trying to, but I just know that babies are on the way. So I really cannot play The Sims. It's constantly there, like, babies, babies. I just want to have a family. That's all. Thank you. So, yeah, so here we're going ahead. I finished the kitchen. I put this laminated flooring down. I feel like it's very accurate to the style. And then we also just go in with some extra cabinets. This is where the fridge is. And then our little coffee maker. We probably could have done without, and I could have taken that wall out. I just really like the idea of the separate wall. I also like that that brick wall went all the way through. I just feel like it was a beautiful detail. So, yeah, that's why I decided to go actually with an archway. So now we are just lighting everything up. This little hallway, it becomes bigger. It's quite small now. But as I mentioned, I do make the bedrooms a little bit smaller. It just doesn't make any sense for these upstairs bedrooms to be bigger than the downstairs bedroom, which is our main bedroom, by the way. So, yeah, that was the choice that I made, where I just decided to make those bedrooms a little bit smaller. But let's go to the hallway. Well, our entranceway. Now, I placed these little shoes, also a cabinet. I went for very dark wood. I also feel like the dark wood is very reminiscent of the area. And I went with like the scattered carpet look. I love that green. It just brings everything together with the wall. And I placed a long mirror in that little corner. I just felt like it really needed something. Now we're going more towards our main bedroom, and I really wanted this room to feel very formal. So I went with matchy side cabinets, and it looks like those side cabinets are like of the same set when it comes to the bed. I also add these low hanging curtains. I didn't want them to be as high up as the curtains in the living area where you can see part of the wall. It's not really something that you will see in this era. Usually they would have like a very thick box that's right on top of the window with your curtains coming down. So that's kind of the vibe that I wanted to go for. Now, I wanted to do the main bathroom, well, the ensuite bathroom, but I didn't at this point really know how I wanted the bathroom to be. So you can see that I extend the hallway. I also make it green. I think the green just livens it up a bit more. The yellow, it's nice, but it feels a little bit bland, especially with all of the browns. So I went with the pastel green instead. Now this is one of the upstairs bedroom. I gave us like a bunk bed. We are going for like a pink, gold, a really cutesy vibe. I really like the way that this bedroom turns out. So I do add a desk. Now, that toy box is functional. It's just a little bit of a workaround to get there. Now, of course, you can't just move it. I did place it next to the door so that it is a little bit better, but I just love the way that it looked. So For gameplay wise, I think, I don't know, just to make it a little bit easier, just move it next to the doorway. If it doesn't bother you, like it doesn't really bother me, then just leave it there. I think it's okay, and I think it looks really nice. This is my teenager's room. Now, I kind of struggled when it came to the color theme. I decided in the end to go for multiple colors, with black accent being the like kind of the primary color. I went with the sheets because the sheets are black, so I really like that little bit of an accent. And I also feel like the black kind of just adds that extra edge that this room needed. Now, I place a lot of these records that were painted. I think they are really cool, and that's kind of just the vibe that I'm going for this teen. As you can see, I go for yellow, green, and a blue roof. I just think this room came out really cool. I would probably not want to live in it myself. It's very busy. It's very busy. But I can see a sim living here. I don't know. All in all, I think it's really cool. I went with every single color that's in that bedsheet, and it works. I add a no dogs sign, because this family has a big dog. And for some reason, I just felt like this teen is going through some things, and they don't want anybody in their room, not even the dog. That's the storyline that I went with. Could you change it? Of course. This is The Sims. You can do just what you want. But that is the storyline that I went with. This hallway, I basically just put a lot of seating areas, just some paintings. I didn't really know what to do on that wall, so I do nothing. I just leave it open. I wanted to put a bookcase, but then I thought, I just put a bookcase on the opposite side. And that bookcase there looks really cool. And it would just be really weird if I put another bookcase in. So this is where we go to the upstairs bathroom. My main theme throughout my bathrooms are these zincs. And yeah, it's the zinc and that weird turquoise color. This is the only bathroom that's pink because this is like the kids' bedroom. The kids' bathroom. So I went for this turquoise and pink vibe. I think this bathroom looks absolutely amazing. I add a wardrobe here. There's no toilet in this bath area. The toilet is next door. You will see me decorate that in a bit. And then I also went for the distressed towels that looks like it was just hung over there from the new bathroom kit. I don't really like that kit, but there are some items, like the carpets. I like those towels. That's about it. Yeah. The rest is kind of sucky, but I paid money for it, so I have to use it. This build is not restricted. I can't remember if I mentioned that. I went full out. I just really wanted to come into The Sims and just have some fun. And just build. I tried to do a lot of build restrictions, and I don't know, I just didn't vibe with it. I felt very self-conscious, and there was a lot going on in this 2 weeks, and I really just had to, well, this entire year so far, I just really had to just get my mind sorted. And this was a really good, really methodical way to actually do it. Just go in and just have some fun. Just build. It was amazing. I feel like I got my little oomph back for The Sims. Now, this is the garage. Now, I didn't want to go in and do the same things what I always do in the garage, which is just add a bunch of like woodworking tables and planters and all of those things. So no, we make this a rumpus room. I add this gaming board. We have the pinball? Pinball? I don't know. We have that little table where you can play stuff on it. We have a guitar, we have a keyboard, the karaoke machine. All of this is functional. And I actually let Michaela paint those garage doors on the inside. So when you go into the gallery, they are completely painted. And it looks really, really cool. Now we are moving outside. I didn't do a lot when it comes to landscaping. If you are new to my channel, you would not know that I go really crazy once it comes to like landscaping. I put flowers everywhere. I love doing like weird pathways with terrain paint. I just love terrain paint. But I just felt like this wasn't the vibe for this home. So it's very minimalistic. We have these rose bushes. We have like 3 trees and I think a woohoo bush. And that's it. That's it. And I love it. It just works with this home. This really isn't something that I would do with every build. I just wouldn't be able to. It would just be too bland and too boring. I add a car on the outside. I mean, we do have 2 garages. It's just a little detail. You cannot use the car. It's from Debug. I don't think we will ever get cars in The Sims, if I'm honest. Yeah, we all should stop putting our hopes on it. So, but I mean, that's what we said about babies, and look who's coming now. So we never know, actually. Here I add a pool. This weird glitch kept on happening with that pool jumping thing. I don't know what you call it. It just, the jumping board. Is it a jumping board? It sounds weird. But there was a weird glitch. It kept on jumping upwards. And the same with the ladder. It just didn't want to stick. It was really weird. It was really frustrating. Now, because this yard is so big, I did want to place a pool. I wanted to place some loungers. Here we have a little barbecue area with a cute little table. I used a lot of things that I never use. Like ever. Like this plastic table. But I just think it really works with this family. I kind of feel like this is the family that goes to like the Hallmark store thing and they like, this table is cheap, and they don't really look at if it really matches the aesthetic of the home. They just go for the price. That's kind of the vibe that I was going for. Just your typical normal family, you know? And I love it. Now, the only tree in Debug that's like a full tree, everything else goes back to like seedling, is cherry. So I just got some apple trees off of the gallery, and then I made a mixture of cherry and apple. I really like the idea of having the trees in a line. It's really reminiscent of my childhood, where we just had a line of like fruit trees. It was like an apple tree and like a pear tree. Well, 2 different types of pear trees and like a fig tree and a lemon tree. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to do. Just have a line of fruit trees. And I love it. It looks amazing. I love this build. I cannot stress that enough. I did not think that this build would come out so beautiful in a way. I don't know. It's like ugly pretty. I just absolutely love it. I don't know. I think it's maybe because of the WandaVision. I just love WandaVision. But this inside, every time I go in here, I just fall in love again. I just love that platform that goes down with the fluffy carpet and the terracotta tiles. It just looks amazing. So here we go in and we add some lights. I really wanted some low-hanging lights there. And then we just go and place some wall sconces. Like, I always forget to do that. And this time I was like, no. We are going to go in and we are going to change the lights. And then I almost forgot about the fireplace, which is a very important thing. So I quickly go and I do that. We are reaching the end of the build. I just add the satellite. I think also it's very much on point. But let's quickly jump into the game and then I can show you around. Okay, so here we are back in the game and I'm just quickly going to give you a quick tour and just show you the floor plan. So this is the back garden and everything from above. It's very basic. It's nothing extravagant, really. I don't know. And this is the top floor plan. I like that everything is the side of the home. And I really, really, really love this massive, massive open space. Usually I would find this to be such a waste, but this is just beautiful. I mean, just look at this. This is why we had to have these stained glass windows. It might look weird from the outside, but indoors, it's just a vibe. It's just absolutely stunning. I love it. Just look how beautiful it is with the light coming through. So let's go one down. This is our downstairs floor plan. We have our bathroom, our rumpus room, our laundry, our scullery, our main kitchen, our dining, living, main bedroom, and ensuite bathroom. I really feel like this little dog bed works really well. I love the patterns, I love the colors. This house is just so beautiful. I am obsessed. I've said that so many times. But if it's true, it's true. Okay, so we've reached the end of the video. I really need to build on this lot. I'm always so scared. I don't think I've ever actually built on that lot. The 3 driveways, you know, they make it so difficult. Always I'm like, okay, let's build 3 different homes. But then I don't know. I want to do something more than just 3 separate houses. But anyway, if you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that notification button so that you don't miss out on any of my uploads. And with that being said, I'm going to go now. Bye-bye. There's just something that excites me when it comes to building homes. From the 70s, or the 90s, or anything in between. I don't know. I feel like the architecture was so boring, but yet not at the same time, because you can just make it so beautiful.